wonderful evening, guys. We're here to do a shave. Go figure. Shaving channel, right? I'm trying to get some laughs going here. Not working very well, I guess. If you follow me on Instagram, something arrived actually yesterday, but unfortunately due to current events, I spent most of the day at the vet's because the dog is sick. But arrived yesterday, and today I got to unpacking, or last night I had a quick peek, and this came in. No worries, I already took it out. But as you can see, place for a razor and these nice little slots. Believe me, guys, I am, I'm thrilled. But when I opened up the package, I was bouncing off the walls because this was in it. Sorry if I'm diving right in here. I mean, I'm like being blunt, bing, right to it. You can tell I'm excited. Look at that satin finish. Yeah, come on, zoom in, baby. Come on. There we go. I'm having a hard time zooming in on this. Beautiful satin finish. Fantastic. Basically it is a custom razor. It's a machined modern day full brass beautiful razor made in Canada. Chris asked me if I would like to review it, and this thing is, I mean, I'm not lying here. This thing's been on the wish list since its conception. So I mean, you can imagine what was going on that evening. So he graciously sent it to me for review, and I will do so. Glad to oblige. So thank you, Chris. This is absolutely fascinating. I'm digging the finish on this. We talked a little bit about it today on the manufacturing. I'll get to that hopefully here in a minute. I'm just trying to show this off. There we go. C-plate that I picked. And basically what it is you have one top cap, one handle that you can choose in different lengths. This is, I believe, the shortest one he has. I'll put the length in here. I think it's 3 or 3.5. I asked him for the shortest one because I do like a short handle. And then you can pick different base plates. This is the C. He's got from AA, being extremely mild, to a D plate, and I think E and F are in the works. They're in the final testings. So they're coming. Apparently, if things work out there, I believe he said we can get the word out. So the more aggressive models, please look out for them. And this is just outstanding machinery. You guys know I'm an engineer. I know plastic injection molding, but I've done a little bit of machining, just basic stuff in my beginnings. And I'm just looking at this. I'm absolutely fascinated, guys. This is outstanding. Absolutely fascinating. I'm getting carried away. Guys, sorry I dove right in. I had to get that out there. I hope you guys are doing well. Always important. You are, right? Okay. Anyway, that's the razor. So you can imagine last night, even though the dog was not well, he's not doing well now either. He is an older dog. Keep your fingers crossed. Anyway, that just at the right time. Like I said, when you get a bummer, something that happened, and I'm like, had to. I'm so glad. Anyway, he wanted to surprise me because he did not mention anything of this following item that he included. A wonderful, I'm just looking past here so I can kind of in the mirror past the camera. A absolutely stunning, beautifully made brush. And he makes these handles. Comes here at the bottom. It says Carve Canada. Carve Shaving Company. Made in Canada. beautiful. And before anybody says anything, I'm digging the pink. It's not too pink, you know. It's got the nice wood grain, very beautiful wood grain. And then you just kind of go. This is a 20 millimeter. This is a Super Badger, I believe you told me. So since I do not have a Super Badger, hope you appreciated that. I'm stunned to try this. It still has a little bit of funk. I washed it out fairly well. It's had 3 or 4 latherings with Dawn, Williams, and some other soaps that I typically use, just to kind of get the scent out. It's almost gone. It's almost gone, but it still has a little bit of funk. So this is probably going to take a little bit, couple of more shades, and it'll probably be out of there. And it's beautiful, very very nice. It's not too dense, but not flopsy, or not too splayed out. And look at that shape. That came out nicely. For the brush enthusiasts out there, very nice. So we'll be using that. Just kind of getting it back into the water. Right, soap for today, Katie's Bubbles, liquid labels, 95 liquid labels. This is a take on Tommy Hilfiger. Tommy, very popular in the 90s. I had it. So yeah, it's a little bit of a throwback. Thirsty? Huh? So I've had this for a while and haven't used it in a while, so I figured it'd be a nice one to go with. Fairly light scent. Who know? Those of you who know the Tommy, kind of a aquatic-ish type scent. A little bit on the lighter side. I love it. Just perfect. So, and right, matching aftershave. I picked this up last year at the Shave Meet in North Carolina. It's pretty used, but no, I think it's okay. Yep, still looks good. And because I haven't used it in a while, the Gillette Platinum Plus. I picked this because, like I said, it's an unknown razor. I'm not, I don't think Chris would send me anything that wouldn't work, but it's an unknown razor for me, so I'm taking a known blade, and this is a blade that works in pretty well all of my razors. Very versatile, wonderful blade, agrees very well with me. It was a toss-up between that one and the Gillette 7 o'clock yellow, but since I hadn't used this in a while, got the pick. So let's get going. Darn it, 8 minutes, holy smokes, and I haven't even started yet. Right, let's get lathering first. Now this knot is really nice, soft, holds a lot of water. And since it's a 20 millimeter, it fits beautifully in these smaller tubs. I've grown to like the smaller knots a little bit, basically 24 mil and below, just for controllability, and I don't know, just it feels right. I mean, look at how well this handle fits. This is, I mean, Chris, I don't know what the heck you were, what you had in your head on this one, but it fits. Fantastic. Now, he did give it to me for a review, and just for information's sake, for those people who don't know me, those who know me, y'all should know better. I will say if something's not right. Or not review it at all if it's totally disastrous, and get with the maker and say, it's like, look, you don't want me to put this on camera. Get your act together, but I'm not saying anything about this. I've had to do that once. But no, we're on camera, and if there's anything wrong with it, I will say it. Chris knows it. So, on the other hand, I mean, I've been looking at this thing since its conception, and it's been on my wish list. It comes highly regarded by Brad Melling and Steve Shaves. changed his Instagram handle. Steve Shaves. Katie's Bubbles is some really good stuff. I just don't use it enough. I have two. I have this and the Pine Barrens. There it went. Now, just to kind of interrupt a little bit, the Super Badger is very nice. Has some backbone a little bit, but it's got a nice bit of give. It is it's not too it's not overly processed, which basically you can tell because it's still got some prickly hairs in there. I'm not talking prickly, but you can tell that the tips aren't super bleached and basically curl by the first sign of shaving. You have to actually run this in, which I'm liking. This is something that I prefer. I like to create my own hook tips because then the hair isn't over processed and is not prone to breaking. While I was cleaning this, I think I lost 3, 4, 5 hair, maybe. So that's a good sign. So yeah, this one does need to be broken in. Just to feel that I'm getting, not as far as softness goes. The hair itself is softness, but until it gets the hook tips, the gel tips that they always call them. Right now this is very comfortable. Wonderful. It's a little bit pasty, but we'll go with it. We'll see how the razor deals with this. Let's load the blade. It's the first time loading it. The only thing I did with it, I rinsed it in some alcohol, just to be safe. Not that he would send me anything grimy, but it has been through shipping and other people's hands in general. And, like I said, it's nothing that I'm accusing somebody of, but it's just this is going in my face. I'm a little bit particular about it. So this is the center plate. There's some C's marked on there, and just so you see, this fits snug. There's absolutely, just trying to show you this around here. There's absolutely no wiggle. That's precision machined. Damn it, wow. Absolutely fascinating. Let's get that handle on there. Checking the alignment. Alignment is perfect. Right off the get-go, I didn't have to shift anything. Go figure, with no wiggle room, but it has happened in the past that they were off by factory. So, not the case here. This thing's got some heft. Alright, let me get going here. First strokes. There is the D plate right now. Got a little bit of blade feel just off the first strokes, but nothing I'm concerned about. It's just you do feel a little bit. Very nice, very nice. Rinse as well, even with the slightly thicker soap. And this is 4 days of growth. Wow, okay. Starting to get the angle down, and yeah, this is super smooth. I think I picked the C plate just right. efficient. Just a hint of blade feel. But this thing, I can basically take this on autopilot if I needed to. And I am loving that. You know, a quick one pass, if you gotta do, or like a, you know, let's say I gotta shave in the morning, you know, but it does happen. And you're basically shaving with one eye open. This would work. Oh, dang it. Oh. Loving it. The heft of the razor is fantastic. Knurling is good. Now, if you're thinking I'm giving this a positive review because I got it for free, you're wrong. It is good. This is really good. Okay, there is just a hint of against the grain left. A little bit. Darn it, then I could stop right here. Whew, wow, okay. Yeah, I wanted to be able to review this razor. This thing is outstanding. Now, I did talk to Chris, the I don't know how you call it, owner operator, I guess. The person who makes these razors and that beautiful brush. He's got a machine shop up in Canada, and I was just kind of interested in the you know, manufacturing process. And basically, it's all made out of solid brass stock on a lathe and a mill. And he did tell me, I think he told me what kind of brass it was, but it's fairly good quality brass if I remember correctly. I'll add it in here. But nonetheless, all are machined individually. There's nothing that comes from elsewhere. They're all made in-house, including the handles. No aftermarket, nothing. And which I found extremely interesting. And if you have a look at the rather intricate knurling that he puts on here, it's not too deep, it's not sharp, but it gives you a nice grip, I really have to say. It does get slightly polished in order to remove machine marks prior to bead blasting, to give it the matte finish. Now, I know one person that has already run into the question is kind of, well, you know, the matte finish, at some point in time it will, I mean, first of all, it's brass. It will give a patina with time if you don't watch out. If you don't like that, it's something to consider. Going against the grain. Like I said, I'm just trying to play around with the angles, and it is a very, very smooth shave right now. Not feeling too much of the blade anymore because, like I said, I'm playing with the angle a little bit. Every razor has his own sweet spot. Guys, I'm probably going to be cheating you out of a pickup pass here. Wow, awesome. And this isn't even the most aggressive plate. This is just plain comfortable. This is just the right thing for me. Chris, thank you. Guys, definitely something to consider. If you've been on edge on this one. it shaves. And it shaves well. Now, like I said, with the patina, that's something you need to consider with brass. So that can be a little bit of a downside. If you're extremely OCD, the looks of your razors, as far as that goes. And the bead blasting, although it does look fantastic, and I do prefer it to the polished look, because in the very beginning he did kind of say, you know, what's it going to be, polished or textured, and I was one of the ones that said textured. And just because it looks more refined, that satin finish, I don't know, highly polished, I don't know. Not on this one, but I just like the look of that satin finish. But it will hold on to soap scum, you know, a little bit of residue. So cleaning it might just be a little bit more tedious than with a highly polished razor, where basically it will not hold on to it. Ooh, okay. Gotta watch out with the angle on this one. Like I said, gotta figure it out. It's gonna take me a day or two to just kind of get used to it. Shave 2, 3. We'll see. I'll be using this for a number of shaves just to kind of give you a better opinion. This is more or less the first impression, and I am impressed. I am honestly impressed. Now, price-wise, I know this is not a $5 razor, but then again, it is custom manufactured. Well, you know, custom, not to your specs, but it is handmade, not industrially, you know, stamped out or anything like that. It's not a mass product. There's still a little bit of slickness there. Wow. Gone. Guys, this is DFS. I'm highly impressed. And like I said, I'm please don't get the impression that you know, somebody gives me something and I'll give him a good review. If there's something wrong with it, I will let you know. Like I said, the price might be a little bit of an issue for some people. I know it was for me. That's why I held off. I was just trying to save my monies and just get an honest, you know, okay, let's give this thing a couple of people that have put some shaves on it, see if it's worth it. But from the first go, Brad was basically thrilled. Steve or Steven from Steve Shaves is highly impressed, and he likes his. So yeah, sooner or later would have had to spring for it anyway, because I have been wanting one of these for a very long time. Like I said, since his concept, since he was planning it. Right now I can't find anything wrong with it, except, you know, okay, it does have the higher price, but if you consider other razors in that class, this is actually not that high. You got the interchangeable base plates from AA to D, and E and F I think are coming. I think it was E and F, and varying in aggression. And you can put that thing together somewhat like a Rockwell. But with individual plates. I can buy the individual plates. If I know I need AAs, you know, I don't want super mild, I don't have to buy it. I don't have to buy the complete set, which I like. And they're individual. They're one-sided, which is nice, so I don't always have to, you know, well, I want this one and that one, and I'm kind of, all right, so now I got 4. But You know what I'm trying to tell you. This is an exceptional shave. I even forgot to rinse. Really. Wow. Yeah, okay. I'm completely out of it today. The witch hazel. Oh, yeah. Guys, this razor's slightly thrown me off. The brush is fantastic, you know, just saying. But that razor has absolutely captivated me. If you're on the edge about it, first impression says don't be. Like I said, I'll give it a go for a few more videos. You'll be seeing this just to kind of give it a little run with a couple of blades. But first impression, impressive. While this is drying off, the soap has, you know, performed wonderfully. I mean, it's Katie's Bubbles. I can't go wrong with Katie's Bubbles, except if you don't like the scent. That's the one thing. Now, this is drying off. Soap, Katie's Bubbles, the 95 liquid label. Take on Tommy Hilfiger's Tommy. Really nice scent, on the mellow side, and which I'm actually liking, very refreshing, mellow. The brush, as you can see, it's still got a nice little bit of the soap in there. Made a really nice, wonderful lather. Came with the razor. Now this isn't a standard product. He sent this to me just to let me know what I think of it and to surprise me. Which he has done very successfully. It's a 20mm Super Badger, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this thing turns out once it's really run in. It's already a superb brush right off the get-go for a shave, but it will improve. So who knows where things are going. Blade of choice today, something very conservative. The Gillette Platinum Plus. These are the store-bought ones, the ones made in Brazil. Fantastic blade for me. A little bit on the expensive side, but it works. And, well, now comes the razor. The Christopher Bradley. I'm just trying to get this dual edge safety razor. There we go. That's what it says right there. Christopher Bradley dual edge safety razor, Carve Shaving Company, made in Canada. There we go. Speechless, guys. This is not just craftsman wise, which, you know, in itself is fantastic, but this thing shaves very, very well. We shall see how it does in future shaves. Just saying. But first shave was really nice. We've dried off. This thing is going to be pretty well BBS, I'd say, or extremely good DFS plus. Got some nicks here, as you can see. This is, like I said, when you get a new razor, you'll have to learn. Not down in it yet. It doesn't feel aggressive, but it was efficient. Let's see how this works. Okay. Oopsies. This was the one without alcohol. Like I said, I picked this up at the shave meet and I've never pulled it out to try. And this was last year. Goes to figure, go show, right? Lordy, 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 lordy. Anyway, I hope I was able to show you or showcase this razor fairly well. Like I said, if something would have been negative, I would have said so, but the shave went extremely well, so I can't knock it for anything right now. Absolutely exceptional shave, and we shall see how it keeps performing. And I'm glad that I didn't pick this razor right from, you know, it's like when I started this whole double edge thing, made the switch. I think if I would have ended up with something like this, curiosity might have gotten the better of me to get more razors, but as far as the shave itself goes, this one was yeah, this is up there. This is up there amongst the better of them. Like I said, but we'll see. We'll give it a couple more goes. I'm trying to be a little conservative right now. Guys, I'm at 30 minutes, somewhere along that line. I hope I was able to show you something a little bit interesting, besides my excitement. But yeah, today's Thursday night. I'm working all weekend. I'm hoping that Saturday night I can put one up. Yeah, without the alcohol, this is gonna keep bleeding. So I will use the styptic here in a second. Smelling nice. Guys, have a great this is probably gonna come up Friday, so I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm working, but hope you guys enjoy yourself, and I'll see you definitely Saturday again with this razor. We shall see how it keeps doing, and yeah, have a great weekend. Be safe. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the hopefully soon nicer weather. We're getting there. I hope you are too. And yeah. Thank you guys. Have a good one. Bye.